This is the secret weapon, is a Peavey Decade.
Jeez.
This is the best bass amp.
Hey all, welcome to Circle of Tone, and today we have something which, a little itch that I've scratched. I am a skeptic. I get a ton of things wrong on my channel. I presume certain things. You read stuff on forums, you believe people, and then you try it out and it sounds nothing like what was advertised, right? So there's been a few like that I've got wrong in the past. Obituary was one of them. Bolt thrower was another one. But today I got it right. And I only know that I got it right is because I tried before I buyed. And there is a famous clip going around about the secret weapon of Queens of the Stone Age, who are notorious. Like, Josh Homme is notorious for hiding the gear, but he brought this out, which is why his reaction was pretty genuine.
The secret weapon that I really shouldn't be.
This is like the fucking hard rock equivalent of like who shot JFK is about to be revealed here.
That is the bass amp that Eric Valentine, who was the producer of their best era of production-wise, by far, in my opinion, and that is Songs for the Deaf. And that is where they got most of their biggest hits, like No One Knows. Since I was obsessed with that sound of that album, because it's one of those albums that you listen to and all of a sudden you're speeding. I saw locally, which in my part of the woods, locally is like a 2-hour drive, I decided that it was this amp from other people's videos on the internet where they tried it. And I instantly could hear the tone of the bass. I didn't hear the actual full-throated, like, sonorous, ballsy gorilla, but I could hear it's like getting a heavy metal 2-pedal and putting it through a small amp. You can still hear it's a heavy metal 2-pedal. I could still hear it. But they were miking up the 8-inch speaker. I tried every trick in the book to get the Queens of the Stone Age sound from that 8-inch speaker plus the big stacks that Eric Valentine said that they used. I could not get anywhere close to it until I got a bit nerdy. I thought, let's bring the mountain to Muhammad, and I bypassed the 8-inch speaker and I just mic'd up a 2x15. And they did use a ribbon microphone on it. If there is too much pressure and wind hitting the front of a ribbon mic, you can break them. But since there isn't that much volume coming out of a solid state tiny combo, you can't blow them. I've blown one in the past. I've blown a ribbon mic recording bass in the past because I had a fathead mic, a modded fathead mic that I got modded to sound even better, and I broke it recording bass because I didn't know any better. I didn't know you could break them with sonic pressure back then. You live and learn, right? This time, ducks in a row, as soon as I used the combo through a big cabinet, all the fucking fat low end came in. There is a way that you can do a direct out of the back. So you can get that tone, and I put it through Marshalls, I put it through a Mesa Boogie bass amp. And so I tried all these different ways. I could not get the actual roundness of the Queens of the Stone Age until I put that tiny combo through a big cab. So, and I got really close. Think about it. Think about it. I'm using a completely different bass. I'm using like a single coil pickup. I'm using different speakers because obviously they're not going to be using a $150 seismic 2x50 cab. They got a bit fine china, but I know seismic cabs are good. I know from experience. The actual design of the cabinets is good, and the actual bass drivers they have is good. I mean, proof's in the pudding. It sounds fucking amazing. I mean, it sounds pro. Yeah, my Queens of the Stone Age bass sounds pro. Right? It doesn't sound exactly like his because I'm not using the same bass, same pickups, same strings. Well, on the No One Knows bass, I'm using like super high output EMGs, you know what I mean? I'm using the wrong strings. So it's all wrong, but it still sounds like Queens of the Stone Age, you know, bar a few notchy frequencies. So I'm really happy with that. So kids, if you want to have a pro sounding bass rig for this style of music, dude, I don't care if they're $150 for these. They used to be $30, right, for these Peavey Decades. And there's now a Peavey Audition that got the hype because it's the same signal, just slightly louder. And they've shot up in price as well, so you can't fucking win. But if you want that $150 for this cab and an extra cab, say you're all in for $400. $400 for that fucking bass sound? I don't care, man. Get it. Go get one of those Peavey Decades. Hook it up to some big, fat, bloated, fat-ass bitch of a cab and go have yourself a time. I mean, I'm even using a cheap microphone, you know? And thanks to my patrons of Tone. If you like videos like this, nobody signed up recently, but you can hit the link in description. Go join my Patreon for $2, $5, $10, and show me that you like these types of vids. We're going to be back at it much more regularly now. I'm going to do some commentary videos on the state, the blossoming state of the hardcore, slam, deathcore resurgence. It can be a good gateway drug, right? And what is that code for? It can be a good gateway drug to get new blood into the metal scene. Because metal's been dead for decades, right? But suddenly, something's going on. Something is bubbling in the underground. And I think it's because of TikTok. Don't hate the platform, man. That's what the kids are using. So if there's a few things that I want to talk about when it comes to that scene, 95% of it is negative because it's me and I can't have a nice time. But I kind of want to warn the kids on the little pitfalls of starting your little hardcore bands. All right. Have a good one. More stuff coming up soon. You guys are awesome. Loving the comments, and see you next time. Circle of Tone.